Welcome back to AG Chelsea TV. This is a YouTube channel for news, stories, and analysis surrounding Chelsea Football Club. I will update new video every day. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Here we go. Confirmed for new Chelsea striker deal. Fabrizio Romano has been confirming Chelsea deals it feels like every few days this summer as the Blues' deep squad rebuild continues. Last night was the big one with Romano finally delivering the "here we go" for Brighton midfielder Moises Kysado to join Chelsea. But as well as that, last night saw a "here we go" confirmed shout on a new striker who is on his way to Chelsea this window too. David Washington from Santos will fly to London on Monday in order to complete his move to Chelsea. He will cost €16 million plus €4 million add-ons and will sign on a 6-year deal, 1-year option. This deal topped off what was a hugely busy day for Chelsea on and off the pitch. Kicking off their new Premier League campaign against Liverpool, the Blues drew 1-1 after going a goal down. But they were actually unlucky to not end up as the winning team, having largely dominated Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool team. Newcastle eyeing Arsenal and Chelsea loan deals. Newcastle are reportedly interested in signing Arsenal star Kieran Tierney or Chelsea ace Marc Cucurella. The Magpies have to be wary of financial fair play restrictions and are therefore only looking to bring in a left-back on loan. Tierney and Cucurella are both set for fringe roles if they stay at their respective clubs this summer. The former fell out of favour under Mikel Arteta last term, while the latter had a debut season to forget at Stamford Bridge. Newcastle were linked with a move for Tierney earlier in the window. However, Arsenal's asking price of £30 million put them off a deal. Eddie Howe still wants to sign a left-back before the window shuts on September 1st. However, he has to be wary of the limitations the club face in terms of finances. Newcastle have spent around £126 million on 3 major signings so far this summer. But they have only brought in £25 million for Alan Saint-Maximin and are close to their entire budget set out by FFP rules. The Telegraph reports that both Tierney and Cucurella are on Newcastle's radar. However, only loan deals are possible initially but would include either an option or obligation to buy next summer. Moises Kysado set for Chelsea medical on Monday. Moises Kysado's move to Chelsea is a done deal, TalkSport understands. Things are moving very rapidly with this story, and it's our understanding that he will sign an 8-year contract at Stamford Bridge. The Ecuador midfielder will have his medical on Monday as he looks to complete his British record £115 million deal, which includes a sell-on clause for Brighton. Kysado looked set to join Liverpool this week when the Reds agreed an £111 million deal with his club, but the player made clear his desire to join Chelsea instead. The midfielder has been a long-standing target for the Blues all summer, with Liverpool also keen on the Ecuadorian. A late £111 million bid from the Reds, which was accepted by Brighton, appeared to put Kysado on his way to Anfield. However, it's understood the player only wanted to join the Blues. Chelsea encouraged Kysado to stall on a medical with Liverpool in order to prepare for a hijack. He was linked with a move to Stamford Bridge in January along with Arsenal but stayed put at the Seagulls. Kysado then signed a new long-term deal with Brighton in March but looks set to leave this summer. Should he complete a move, he will be Chelsea's 7th signing of this window. He is set to be paired in midfield with Enzo Fernandez, who joined from Benfica at the beginning of the year for £106.8 million. Fans had hoped a deal would be completed in time for their clash against Liverpool on Sunday. However, they will have to wait a little longer for the highly anticipated player to sign on the dotted line. Kysado really made a name for himself at Brighton last season as he featured in all but one of their Premier League matches. He may not be the only midfielder to also sign for Chelsea as they set their sights on a move for Romeo Lavia too. However, Liverpool are also keen on the Southampton star, with the Premier League giants potentially set for another transfer battle. Breaking news, Liverpool agree a £60 million deal to sign Romeo Lavia from Southampton. Liverpool have agreed a £60 million deal to sign Southampton's Romeo Lavia, according to reports. The Reds have been strong suitors for the Belgian services throughout the summer, but now look to have taken a big step towards getting the deal over the line before the upcoming transfer window deadline. Jurgen Klopp's side were also linked with a £111 million move for Brighton's Moises Kysado in recent weeks, although they now look to have been beaten by Chelsea, who have had a £115 million offer accepted. However, the deal is not yet cut and dry, with Chelsea also in the frame for the Southampton starlet. who impressed a number of clubs in his debut season in the Premier League last term. The Blues could still trump Liverpool to his signature, which would be a bitter blow not just to their midfield rebuild this summer, but perhaps also to their credibility in the transfer market. The Reds have had advances rebuffed for Lavia this summer, having already added Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis Mac Allister in the middle of the park. Yet Southampton had held firm for around £50 million for one of their most prized assets as they look to return to the Premier League at the first opportunity. Now, though, as per reports from The Guardian, they have accepted a bid some £10 million above asking for the player. Liverpool had seen a £46 million bid rejected last week by the South Coast outfit, with the Blues coming in to attempt a sensational smash and grab at £48 million, with Mauricio Pochettino also keen to strengthen his midfield. Chelsea close to agreeing Olise's personal terms. The Blues are set to sign Moises Kysado for a new British record fee of £115 million, and they are favourites to bring in Liverpool-linked Southampton midfielder Romeo Lavia. It now seems Mauricio Pochettino is keen to add another attacker to his Chelsea squad, with a deal for Olise reportedly edging closer. As previously noted by Team Talk, both Chelsea and Manchester City hold an interest in signing the 21-year-old this summer. Olise signed for Crystal Palace from Reading in 2021. He has since made 71 appearances across all competitions, scoring 6 goals and making 19 assists in the process. The Frenchman certainly has the potential to become a top player. And it is believed that he has a release clause of £35 million in his Crystal Palace contract. Roy Hodgson is desperate to keep Olise, but if Chelsea or Man City trigger that clause, the Eagles manager won't be able to stop him leaving this summer. According to Standard Sport journalist Nisa Kinsella, via at Deadline Day Live, Chelsea are close to agreeing personal terms with Olise. The report adds the Blues hope to reach an agreement on a fee with Crystal Palace. As mentioned, Olise has a release clause worth £35 million in his contract, which is relatively cheap for a player with his potential and experience in the Premier League. Pochettino certainly doesn't have a shortage of winger options at the moment. Raheem Sterling, Mykhailo Mudryk, Noni Madueke, Hakim Ziyech and Callum Hudson-Odoi are all available to play for Chelsea. Although the latter two could leave before the transfer window closes, Olise could be a good long-term signing for the London, so it will be interesting to see if they can get a deal over the line. As mentioned, however, Man City remain interested in signing the youngster, but they will have to move quickly if they want to beat the Blues to his signature. If they trigger Olise's £35 million clause, his next destination will ultimately come down to whichever team the player chooses. Reports suggest Crystal Palace have offered the winger a new contract, too, so remaining at Selhurst Park isn't completely out of the question, either. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.